Okay, so what I wanted to do in this vlog was tell you guys about some of my favorite new Marc products. I am a Marc representative. I sell Marc cosmetics and fashion, which Marc, if you don't know, is an Avon brand. A lot of people, when I tell them that I'm selling Marc, they're like, oh, Avon. And I'm like, no, it's not actually Avon. It's just made by Avon. I'm just now getting used to making videos on my webcam. So please don't make fun of me if I'm not looking at the camera. I don't know where to look. This is new for me. One thing I'll tell you is I have a lot of favorite Marc products. I am in the process of switching over all my makeup from random brands, some MAC, Clinique, and various drugstore brands. I'm switching to all Marc because it has been wonderful. I have really sensitive skin. It's not causing me any problems, and the price for the quality is amazing. So I'm just going to show you some of the things I got in my latest shipment. My latest order was just wonderful. It's been my favorite product so far. And at a later date, I'll probably show you all of my stuff because I plan on showing you kind of how I do my makeup daily. Speaking of my makeup, let me interrupt myself by saying, don't let this be an example of how Marc makeup is. Because this is, let's see, I've had my makeup on for 13 hours now. And I'm very tired. I have a sinus infection. And I've spent all day doing this. Rubbing my face. Not good for your makeup. I really don't recommend it. Okay. One thing, my favorite Marc product was Scandal Lash Mascara. It's a hookup. What that means is we have all these hookup products that come with these little hookup connectors when you buy two. And they're just a little piece of plastic tube. And when you get the hookup product itself, like there's lipsticks, all sorts of stuff, including, I thought this was my Scandal Lash Mascara, but I just remembered I threw it away because it's empty. But it looks just like this. This is actually Brow Factor, which I'm actually going to talk about, so that works. No, I've had Brow Factor for a while, but I'll tell you, this is wonderful. It's just a brow gel. I have the most unruly brows. This one over here grows straight down, and you can see it's still kind of down a little bit, but this really keeps it in check a little. But basically, hookups snap in, just like that. And there would be another one on this end, so you hook two products together. There's lip glosses, eye pencils, mascaras, all sorts of good things. So Scandal Lash was my favorite mascara. Prior to switching to Marc Cosmetics, I started trying every mascara. Like anytime one mascara would run out, I would buy a different one because I just could never find one I love. I have discovered that I absolutely just don't like waterproof mascara. I keep a cheap tube of it around in case I'm going to a wedding or, I don't know, I'm going to be poolside or something like that. But I generally don't need it. So I switched. The reason I stopped using the Scandal Lash is you see how small the tube is. And I wear mascara 5 days a week, sometimes 6. So that runs out pretty quickly. But keep in mind that these small tubes like this, they start at $6. So you really get an affordable product. So I switched to this big mumbo jumbo. And the name of it is so appropriate. It's called Make It Big. And boy, does it ever make it big. And it's in a big tube, and it has a humongous brush. Like, the Scandal Lash had a reasonable brush. It was a wonderful, wonderful brush. I wish I had saved it so I could show you the brush. When I went to put this on, I gotta tell you, I was frightened. Check this Magnum out. It is humongous. And you can see up next to my eye how big it is. That's touching my eyelash. It's huge. But it goes on so wonderfully, and it really plumps and lengthens my lashes. It's actually lash plumping mascara. So, it's awesome. I mean, I can't even tell you how much I love this. I have it in Raven, which is the black. But it stays on all day. It stays in place. It doesn't clump. It doesn't flake. It is wonderful. It's my lifesaver. It's a little bit of a learning curve for me to use such a jumbo brush after always using a slim one. But once I got used to it, piece of cake. Along the same lines of eyes, some of the best things that Marc carries is eyeshadows and eyeliners. And this is my favorite eyeliner ever. I did not start using eyeliner till I was probably 23 years old because I was terrified of it. Every time I tried to use a pencil, it would skip and tug over my lids. And anytime I tried to use a felt tip or any other liquid, it was like way like separated from my lashes. Finally, after lots of practice on like going out to clubs, I finally learned how to use a liquid liner, but I still couldn't master the pencil. I eventually found a kohl liner that I really liked by CoverGirl, I think, and one by Lancome. Well, enter my new favorite eyeliner ever. This is Marc's No Place to Run. No Place to Run. And that's because it does not run. I've gotten it wet and it does not come off. I have rubbed the crap out of my eyes today. You can still see my liner except the inner corner because I did this all day. I mean, I like really worked that inner corner, but my liner still has stayed put. You can still see it on the bottom too. I do really light bottom liner. So it's just the best product. I have Jet Set, which is the black. But there are a million cool colors in this. There's like an emerald color, a gold, there's gray. It's just beautiful. I love it. It glides on. I don't know what the formulation is exactly. It probably makes me a horrible rep. But you can see when I rub it on, it just, oh my God, it's just a dream. Doesn't it look like a Sharpie? It's gorgeous. The one drawback to it is that it's not a pencil. It's in this like plastic. And to sharpen it, the best sharpener for it is the Marc sharpener, which is like somewhere between $3 and $5. But my cheapy CoverGirl works great. My mom's Revlon did not work for it, and she had to go buy a new one. But it works perfect for me. I read a bunch of reviews from other reps, and about 75% of the people had trouble finding a sharpener for it. But if you're not sure your sharpener will work, you can just add on that Marc sharpener, and it's guaranteed to work. My absolute favorite product is Save the Day Anti-Acne Concealer Stick. Save the day. You want to talk about saving the day? This has done it for me. I've blogged, tweeted, Facebooked, the whole 9 yards about how horrible my pregnancy acne has been. I never had that problem with any of my other children, but in this pregnancy, it's killing me. But this does have salicylic acid in it, which really is they're not certain it's safe for pregnancy. But I have decided, I stressed over it all day once I realized it contained it. But after I stressed over it all day, I decided that I'm going to continue to use it. I do use it daily, but I use it very sparingly in just a couple of spots. I wash it off when I get home. So I think it's going to be okay. I may even not use it on the days where my acne is not looking too bad. But you can see a pimple right here. It usually stays on all day. But like I said, with me being sick today, I rubbed the crap out of my face. You see how that just went on? You can still kind of see it because all my other makeup has worn off. But you just pat it in and it's gone. It's gone. And once I set my powder over it, it's even better. This is actually not a zit. This is from a plucking experience I'd rather not talk about. But what this is it's great concealer. But it also, this is so hard to do in this camera. But it also fights the pimple while it's on. I mean, it's just a lifesaver, seriously. I'm not going to sit here and do all my pimples, but do you see how much better that looks already? But also, if you just ignore the acne part, which, by the way, works wonderfully, like my bumps when a new one comes up, if I start using this immediately, it goes away in a couple days. But just the concealer itself is one of the best concealers I've ever used for blemishes. I use something totally different for my under eye, which I'll tell you about when I do my makeup routine. But that for blemishes is wonderful. It doesn't really rub off, has a great consistency gliding on, and you don't look chalky, which I hate. Okay, another great product, Missed Opportunity. I've actually had this since, I don't know if you can see it, Missed Opportunity. I've actually had this since the day I signed up, but it's just now become my favorite because I haven't really been using it to its full potential. What it does is it sets your makeup when you put it on. A lot of makeup artists will use mist to set makeup. So after you have your makeup on, you just give it a little spritz. It feels wonderful going on. And it's just, this is a kiwi grapefruit. It has a nice smell. I love for my products to have a clean smell. I don't like a bunch of fragrances added because of my sensitive skin. But you can also use it without makeup, just when you need a pick-me-up. But what I mean by I haven't been using it to its full potential, when you order a skincare kit, this is part of my skincare kit. When you order one, it comes with a trial size as well. A little trial size of each product, which is amazing. And the trial size I put in my desk drawer today. And after lunch, I misted my face with it. And oh my gosh, I felt like a new person. I feel like I had just put my makeup on. Because I hate when sometimes late in the day, especially when you've been feeling ill and you're tired and your makeup's been on all day, you start feeling like your makeup's gross. But it is wonderful. It really is great to refresh. And just kind of, it woke me up. I loved it. So, the last thing I want to show you, I know we're like running on 12 minutes here, is It's a Long Story dress. It's my favorite maxi dress I've ever owned. As you all know, I'm almost 15 weeks pregnant, and it's a challenge to get dressed for work, to say the least. Now I'm going to stand up, and you're going to see why I'm sitting off center. It's because there's a lamp behind me on the floor. My lighting is so bad I had to set up studio to have decent lighting in here. And yeah, my bed's unmade and my room is undecorated, but that's not what this is about. Now you'll see I'm wearing a black t-shirt. It doesn't come with a black t-shirt, but I wear this because it's a halter. It comes with detachable halter straps, and I thought about just wearing a cardigan over it, but I am so busty it would just be inappropriate for work. So I put a t-shirt under it. And that also helps me wear my regular bra. It's smocked in the back, so it's going to have a really good snug fit. It has this ruching on the bust. And my favorite part is it has little fine pleats here so that it will grow to my belly. Right now, this is how much belly we're working with. But obviously, that's going to expand, and I should be able to wear this on into the summer. It's a maxi. I can't really show you. I don't have enough room to show you, but it's basically the same pattern all over. It's got this gorgeous coral color in it. I just adore it. It's kind of a bold leaf print. Very tropical. It's part of the Ibiza Soul collection. Who doesn't want to go to Ibiza in a maxi dress? So anyway, that's my dress. I love it. It's so comfortable. It's like wearing pajamas. I'm 5 foot even. I bought a large to try to accommodate my breasts and my growing tummy. And I do have to tug on it a little bit because a large, quite honestly, is probably too big, but I wanted it to fit my belly. But it was like 5 inches too long. But I literally had my mom just cut it off because I cannot cut a straight line. She cut it off. It hasn't frayed or anything. We didn't even bother hemming it. I've now realized it's maybe 2 inches too short, so we're going to sew a binding around the bottom. But anyway, I recommend it for everyone. If you're too short, cut it off. If you're super tall, it's really long, so I would not be concerned about that. So those are some of my favorite things we have right now. And to order any of the products I described, you can go to meetmart.com. Actually, you want to go to my boutique, which is rchristian.mymartstore.com. You can always message me if you didn't catch that, and I'll post the link on my blog as well. So please go check it out, see what you want to get. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll update you guys in the future with any promotions we have going on. All right, have a good night.